Boomers are living the good life. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian here and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Let's have a look at this article about boomers living the good life while everyone else is struggling. Some good old intergenerational bashing. Why not? Let's have a look. So, boomers spending up on cruises and restaurants while young Aussies are cutting back on groceries. Well, isn't that what you should do in life? You know, by the time you're older, you should have accumulated enough wealth and passive income that you can enjoy life a bit better. And when you're younger, you've probably got more expenses, more costs, more things going on, and you're saving for the future. So, isn't this normal? Older Aussies are spending up on everything from travel to eating out, while younger Aussies are bearing the brunt of the cost of living crisis and cutting back on essentials like groceries, utilities, and medical needs. And one economist told Yahoo Finance, the generational chasm is not getting any better. The divide between baby boomers to Gen Z. No one ever talks about Gen X. Does no one care about you guys? Sorry. Was laid bare in the Commonwealth Bank IQ's latest Cost of Living Insights report, which was based on the spending data of its more than 7 million customers. It found Aussies in the 25 to 29 age bracket slashed their spending by 3.5% last year, more than 7% when adjusted for inflation. This included spending on both discretionary and essential items, including health insurance, down 10%, utilities down 7%, groceries down 4%. Despite price hikes on these expenses, it was a different story for older Aussies, with over 60s increasing their spending above inflation across the board, including spending on travel up 11%, retail up 9%, and eating out up 7%. Think Forward CEO and lead economist Thomas Walker told Yahoo Finance it was clear the cost of living crisis was hitting younger generations the hardest, while older Aussies were able to spend their money on cruises and restaurants. They're in a precarious work. They have to pay these spiraling rents or these rapidly rising mortgage costs. Healthcare costs are going up. It's getting more expensive to study. There's all these pressures that are falling on younger generations, Walker said. He believes the biggest driver of this intergenerational inequality is the tax and transfer system, which largely benefits older Aussies. We as a country over the last 2 or 3 decades have decided to financialise our housing system, financialise our university education sector, and basically change our tax system, Walker said. So if you're a wealthier older Australian, you get all these tax benefits through negative gearing or franking credits or capital gains concessions, which aren't available to younger people because they haven't had time to buy investment properties or build up wealth and may never be able to at this rate. So Aussies make difficult choices. CommBank IQ head of innovation and analytics, Wade Tubman, said the data highlighted the difficult choices younger Aussies were making and their wide gap in spending patterns across age groups. Compared to the national experience, where most people have had to increase spending on essentials, we are seeing the opposite trend among those in their 20s, with essential spending falling at a similar rate as discretionary, Tobin said. Nationally, spending increased by 2.5%, with essentially up 3.6%. Customers spend an average of $1,472 per month, which is mainly driven by the increasing cost of insurance, utilities, pharmacies, and supermarkets. Many Australians are having to allocate more of their wallet to essential living expenses rather than other areas where they may prefer to direct their spending, Tobin said. So things are not getting better. Walker believes last week's federal budget included some tinkering around the edges, but ultimately did not go far enough to alleviate many of the cost of living concerns facing young people. More broadly, we need to have this conversation about the intergenerational fairness of our economic and tax systems, Walker said. The economic situation for younger generations is pretty precarious, and it's not getting any better. Well, let's have a chat about that one, eh, guys? So what do you reckon? I think the whole conversation will go out the window once the younger generations start inheriting from the previous ones. What do you think? We'll see how people's politics changes then. Maybe that's the only hope for a conservative future for Australia. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.